Hi, I'm Chris Gethin. I am the CEO of Kaged Muscle Supplements. I started sourcing, tracking, and testing the ingredients that go into Kaged Muscle Supplements about 18 months before we came out with the very first ingredients, which were the single form ingredients here. The reason why I came up with Kaged Muscle is because I wanted to have something that had formulations that were efficaciously dosed and in their patented form. And when I say patented form, I mean the ingredients that are backed by studies and research for safety, purity, and performance. And I also wanted a supplement that provided all the health benefits with natural flavorings and natural colors and nothing really artificial that you'll find in a lot of other supplements. And I definitely wanted to stay away from anything that had generic ingredients, that was synthetic, that was hydrolyzed with heat or chemicals, and something that passed all the certifications for banned substances and Prop 65 Act for heavy metal contaminants, etc. So I'm going to go through each one of these supplements here so you have a clearer understanding of what Kaged Muscle is all about and what each primary product is used for. So let's start out on the perimeter here. L-carnitine. So the L-carnitine that I have here is its patented form in Carnipure. Now this helps actually shuttle fat into the mitochondria to be utilized as an energy source, and it's great for recovery as well. So I normally suggest people take 3 capsules of this before and after their workouts and before their cardio sessions to assist with that recovery and obviously help people lean out. Moving on to PreCaged, one of our best sellers here. Now this is the fastest digesting protein in the world. The main reason why, it's a whey protein isolate from a premium grade protein, and it also has the pro-hydrolyze enzyme in it, which breaks down the protein into even smaller fractions for even faster digestion and a higher bioavailability. And how that pro-hydrolyze does it is that the enzyme breaks down that protein over about a 15 to 20 minute time period once you add water to it. So you will notice it tastes fantastic when you first mix it, but after about 20 minutes or so, it'll start to taste bitter. And that's because it's continuing to hydrolyze. And that's why I suggest as soon as you shake it up with your water or almond milk, however you want to take it, that's when you consume it. And you should take this immediately following your workout to assist with recovery. Also within PreCaged, you have a beta power in its or betaine in its patented form, which is beta power. You also have creatine HCl in its patented form, and we also have fermented glutamine within the product to assist with your recovery, assist with cell volumization, and obviously with strength and power. The faster that you recover immediately after your workout, the faster you're gonna have better performance for your next workout. We have PreCaged here. Now this is the highest rated pre-workout in the world. The reason being is because, again, every single ingredient is efficaciously dosed. Very often you'll look at a list of ingredients on the back of a pre-workout or any product, however, and you may have a list that's bigger than this, but none of those ingredients, not one of those ingredients are efficaciously dosed. So none of those ingredients will have a profound positive effect. Why? Because it costs supplement brands a lot of money. So as an example, one of the top leading pre-workouts on the market costs $2.80 US to make. Ours costs anywhere between $19 and $21 to make. Why? Because we got efficacious dosed patented ingredients, and that's why you'll see the scoop size is so large compared to other products. You have patented ingredients coming from the form of pure L-citrulline, creatine HCl. We also have the Spectra Auric blend of antioxidants. We have coconut water powder in there. We have beta-alanine, again in its patented form. A plethora of ingredients that help buffer lactic acid, promote blood flow and vasodilation, and also enhance mental stimulation through the L-tyrosine, taurine, and the pure calf organic green bean caffeine, which gives you a very nice slow release, steady release of energy. So, you know, some caffeines will make you feel a little bit anxious, a little bit wired, but then you followed with a crash. You're not going to get that with a pure grade caffeine, such as a Pure Caf. Our Encaged is our intra-workout. This one you would take about 30 to 45 minutes before you work out. This one, Encaged, you would take as soon as you start working out. I'm sure you've all experienced when you start training, when you're on the pitch, when you're in the gym, when you're running or whatever, you start off strong, but then after a while that energy starts to decrease, maybe from a mental standpoint, a physical standpoint, maybe both. So this enhances that energy, so you prolong your training intensity, buffering your lactic acid so you can finish your workouts as hard as you started them. And of course, hydration is a big factor. So again, we have the coconut water in there to keep you hydrated throughout your workouts, because you know your body's made up of about 70% fluid. If you're going to be down 5%, say, in hydration, you're going to be down 5% in performance. Now we're moving on to the branched chain amino acids and glutamine. Both of these come from a fermented form. So the sunflower source is where it's fermented from. That gives you a positive nitrogen balance, even more positive than some of the synthetic ingredients that you'll find in other branched chain amino acids and glutamine. Unfortunately, and I hate to be the bearer of bad news, all supplement CEOs know this, a lot of consumers don't. Most branched chain amino acids and glutamine on the market are derived from human hair, yes, you heard that correct, or poultry feathers. Yeah, pretty disgusting. I started this line because I want to enhance people's health as well as their performance, not their performance for the sake of their health. So that's why I've gone that extra mile, pay a little bit more, go for the fermented form, and this is also micro-pure and micro-encapsulated, which means when you add it to water, it will dissolve. A lot of branched chain amino acids will sink to the bottom, and obviously your body isn't going to absorb it as well as it should do, and it could give you a stomach upset. So this is basically got your micro pure quality. It will absorb straight away, and you don't have to deal with that residue at the bottom. Moving on to Hydra Charge. Hydra Charge can be used a couple of different ways. So this is a flavoring system. So again, naturally flavored, naturally colored, Spectra Auric blend of antioxidants, coconut water powder, and 1 gram of taurine per scoop. I get my little 3-year-old niece drinking this because it's much better than a lot of the Ace Ks and the dyes and the sugars that you'll find in a lot of drinks. So this is the healthy version. Now, when I say this is a flavoring system, you can add glutamine, you could add your branched chain amino acids or any single form ingredient that is flavorless. So what I like to do is have my gallon jug, and I'll put the Hydra Charge in there, maybe 3 scoops. I'll put some scoops of the BCAAs, some scoops of the glutamine, and sometimes I'll add citrulline and creatine HCl in there. So then I don't worry about my supplements throughout the rest of the day. I'm just sipping them throughout the day as opposed to dosing them. However, if you did want to dose these individually, this is how I would suggest that you do them. Now with your branched chain amino acids, you'd have that as soon as you wake up, before and after your workout. With the glutamine, as soon as you wake up, and then before and after your workout, and before you go to bed. 1 scoop of each per serving. And with your Hydra Charge, I drink that throughout the day. It just makes me drink more water, it's healthy, I'm getting my antioxidants in there, and it keeps me hydrated. Lastly, the caffeine. Oh, we got one more here. You can put that there, brother. There we go. Caffeine. So this is the Pure Caf organic green bean caffeine. As I said before, this is a very slow release of caffeine. You will find this in PreCaged and Encaged, so you probably won't need this on your training days. On your non-training days, however, then take this. You can take it sometimes, you know, if you've been traveling a lot and you're tired, or if you need to get in a cardio session, whatever it may be, this is going to be much better for you than a coffee or an energy drink or other forms of pre-workout that has the cheaper form of caffeine that is around 62% pure, when this is around 90% pure. And it's a very slow, steady release of energy. I deal with anxiety and I'm not very good with standardized caffeine, but this I'm absolutely fine. Now lastly, Citrulline. Now this is a pure form of fermented citrulline. You would find this in like watermelon, but obviously not in efficacious dosages. That's why you supplement with it, because you're not going to eat mass amounts of melon to get a good blood vasodilation. So this improves the blood flow to the area of your muscles. Obviously, the better blood flow that you have to your heart, to your muscles, the more nutrients you're going to transport and carry to these areas for better performance and better recovery. I do personally, further from this, when I fly, I will take citrulline. I'll take about 6 to 8 grams, because when I'm in a pressurized cabin, blood flow comes to a standstill. That's why people will get blood clots. And I find by combining citrulline and being hydrated with Hydra Charge, I never ever deal with jet lag. So, you know, I'll always include them as well. But you've got citrulline in your pre-caged and in-caged. No need to take it on your training days. However, on your non-training days, I do recommend around 6 to 8 grams. And so to finish this off, every single one of my supplements are Prop 65 Act certified, meaning they've passed over 600 tests for any heavy metal contaminants. Each one has the BSCG certification stamp, which is like the gold standard of banned substance testing. So you can be rest assured that, you know, no matter what sort of institute that you're with, or, you know, sporting governing body, that you will be fine taking the Kaged Muscle line of supplements. And okay, you know, that my goal has always been not so much to work on margins, it's always to provide the best supplements that I believe the world has to offer. You know, I don't do expos, I don't do magazine ads, I don't do samples, I don't take on high net worth celebrities or athletes. I solely believe in putting all the margin into the product and get it into people's hands, because I honestly believe once you've tried any of these supplements against anything else, then you would remain loyal to them. Hopefully that's given you a little bit of a breakdown on the supplements. Thank you very much.